Freya Riding's on in just a second.
The Wayne Balvin Show.
BBC Radio Suffolk.
After we catch up with Matt Marvel, if you listen to this programme on a regular basis, you will know we love to explore different cultures. And today we wanted to hear about the Suffolk African drumming group that swapped LA for Rendlesham. They're called Wooden Roots and they're based at Bent Waters. They offer lessons and workshops to the local community, as well as heading across Suffolk into local schools with their drums, doing a bit of bonging. We all know that Matt Marvel's a bit of a headbanger, so we thought we'd send him along to perhaps have a go on the drums as well, ahead of their Big Smoke and Drums barbecue event. Matt Marvel, morning to you.
Good morning, Wayne. That's a good sound, isn't it? That's a lovely sound. That's being done by Marcus. So we've got Marcus and Gemma Brown, their husband and wife. Good morning to you.
Good morning.
That's a fantastic sound. Just tell me what you were playing that on. What kind of drum set is this?
These are Dundun drums from West Africa. So West Africa, Guinea, Mali, the Ivory Coast.
And as we're in your kind of training room at the moment, as I look around, there's some gorgeous looking drums all around us. Now, these are djembe drums. That's right, isn't it?
These are djembe drums, also authentic from West Africa, traditionally made, hand carved from woods like lenke, jala, acajou, and these are woods that we use djembe from.
Now, I was kind of surprised at the size of them. If you were kind of trying to visualize what do these drums look like, it's to me like a kind of almost like an hourglass figure. You had a great way, a goblet kind of shape, aren't they?
Yeah, they're really quite unique. Each one is basically a different shape, but in general they are like a goblet or an hourglass shape. They're very tactile. They're hand carved. The bowl is nice and rounded, and then the stem that shoots down to the floor is either usually plain carved or they have an intricate carving on them.
Now, this is just really, to me, it hits me as like, this is in Suffolk. What's going on? How did this happen? Gemma, just tell me a bit about how you were here.
Well, you could probably detect from my accent that I am a northerner. I come from Durham. However, I ended up in Los Angeles living with my brother, and I was there for about 2 months and met Marcus backstage at a rave. We immediately hooked up, and we've been together ever since. Back in 2007, Marcus started this business, of which I fully supported him. I wasn't in it, but I am now full-time in the business, so we run it together. We're a family business, and my mum also helps us with everything that we do, pretty much.
Mum is here at the moment, but she doesn't want to talk on the radio, does she?
No, she's hiding. So we'll let her hide. It's okay. Yeah.
So it's all about the beats. You met at a rave.
Yeah, the rave. Okay, so Gemma's brother Sam is 7 foot tall. I mean, he's from Geordieland, but he's a drum and bass DJ and artist, and I went and supported him backstage down in Los Angeles, and I met his sister. And actually, our first date was at my drum class. I said, look, we're going to go on a date, but before we go on a date, we need to go to my drum class, and then we can go hang out. And that's how it really started. So she was really there from the beginning.
Shall we, while we're in the training room, shall we have a bit of a lesson quickly? See if I can quickly learn to play a djembe. Right, so sitting down on a chair. Marcus is sitting down on a chair over there. I'm going to put the djembe, between my legs, hold it with my knees and my feet. Is that right so far?
Yeah, you just want to be in a comfortable position and relaxed. The djembe is not hard to play. There's only 3 basic sounds. These are full-on musical instruments, but the sounds that we make are folkloric, and they're just basic. So bass, tone, and slap. So all we do is we just need to relax and place our hands on the drum, not beat the drum, place it in the spot. So the bass sound is quite easy. So imagine bouncing a basketball. That's the bass sound. And then you come back, and then there's 2 rim shot sounds. The first sound is a tone. The tone, okay, then we have a slap. So we have the 3 basic sounds: bass, tone, and slap.
That's amazing how that sounds. And it seems so simple when you do it. Let's see if I can even get near that. So I'm going to go for a nice bassy kind of loud slap in the middle.
Yeah, that's good bass.
Good bass, good bass. Let me try and do a side one here. Okay, here we go.
Yeah, that's very good too. Just keep your hands down, your fingers down. There you go. And then just gently relax your fingers and then do like a little whipping. Yeah, a little bit more. Yeah, a little bit more. Don't be afraid. Yeah, there we go. That's it. So then you get a higher pitch sound when you relax more. So, okay.
Now, what's great about this is that, I mean, it's so easy to do. You use your hands. Children must love it, and you do a lot of training with children, don't you? Tell me about the things that you do.
Yeah, we do. What we do is split into two, really. We do a lot of things at the studio here where we're at today, and we also go out into the community, and we are heavily Arts Council funded. We just finished a 12-week programme at Springfield Junior School in Ipswich, where we did drum and dance with them, and it ended in a recital at Dance East. We've just transitioned to Ike Primary School, where they're going to be on a 6-week programme, which will end at Snape Maltings doing a recital. So it's all sort of exciting stuff. Funnily enough, Ike Primary are today, 2 of the teachers are running across the Pennines, Hadrian's Wall, which is my neck of the woods, which I'm super proud about, to raise awareness and raise money for music in rural Suffolk. Because it's something that's going to become extinct if we don't keep an eye on it. And it's just so important to, get into the schools. And, that's what we're passionate about.
Yeah, the funding's just disappearing, isn't it, for this kind of thing?
It is for the schools. So we actually we decided that we were going to independently get funding. So we write bids with the help of a bid writer. We have this amazing girl called Saskia, and she writes our bids. And we've now had three bids, 3 out of 3. So we must be doing something right with Arts Council.
I can imagine a class full of kids loving this.
Oh my goodness, it's amazing. I mean, the recital that we did on Monday night at Dance East, we had hugs and tears and emotion, and it was all happy staff.
It's not just for the children either. Adults get involved, and you have adults coming here.
Yeah, absolutely. And as Gemma said, it's everybody could play, to some degree. All you need to do is just come and place your spirit on the drum. And what we've found is that although we teach authentic traditional West African rhythms, once you learn the basics, you can play on your own. And also you can come to a group session like ours, and you can get the therapeutic benefit from it as well. So there's meeting new people. Also, the instrument isn't really hard to play, but there are challenges because we have to do a lot of I'm rubbing my tummy and hitting my head at the same time.
Impossible. How are you doing that?
Right. But the therapeutic side of it is what a lot of people really appreciate. We've seen people come in and some people have life-changing experiences through drumming. Yeah. Some people have never had the opportunity to play an instrument, and they can find it through drumming.
Let's move on. Let's walk to the room where you actually make the drums. So just walk through this room that we're about to go in now. This is where you've got a whole room full of gorgeous drums, and people buy these drums all over the world.
That's correct. So we have various drums. So some of the drums are built, 100% built in West Africa. Some of them are built by myself here, and some of them are just raw shells. Sometimes people want to build their own drums. And so they will look and try and find the wood that they like and a size that they like. And they ask me to sometimes fabricate a bearing edge, maybe put the rings on for them, and then they will build it themselves. And then they can select from our rope range. Our rope is from the USA.
And I'm just being shown a poster in the background, Black Panther. Your drums featured in the Black Panther film.
Absolutely, 100%. We were contacted by Marvel. It was a cryptic phone call at first. I had no idea who they were. And basically, they were continuing their vetting process. And they said they had been watching us for a couple of years. And they said that they really wanted us to make some drums for the movie. Not only did they need to look and, play the part, they had to sound exceptional. Yeah. And they also were very selective and picky about the drums that we made for them. They had to fit a certain scene. And then, from what I understand is that they were really trying to use those drums for the impact, but they really also wanted the true authentic sound as well, and they came to us for that.
Well, no wonder. Let's keep moving on. We're going to walk through here, and then we're going to be in this room, and this is where, it says on the door actually, where the magic happens, the workshop. Right. I think we're running out of time, but let's do this. Let's talk about actually making them. When did you start making them?
My first drum build started when my first skin broke. So the wear and tear of any drum is usually the skin breaking. But at that time, you can use that opportunity to refurbish the drum. Sometimes drums are too short or they're too tall, and then what I could do for a person is I could cut down the bass of the drum, I could fabricate a rubber bass, and then I can make the drum more comfortable for a person to play. We also then can further refine the wood. In my workshop here, I refine and work on wood. Some people like the natural raw-looking wood. Some people like it highly polished. Some people like their drums embellished.
I mean, just looking at some you've got on display here, this one, the grain of the woods, that's really showing through, isn't it?
Yeah, this drum, the name of the wood is called Kadi, and it translates to beautiful wood. There's another instrument called the balafon, and it's that same wood.
Right.
And it's just an amazing wood. But some people, you know, they can see they've got the rope on the drum, and they might have a theme that they're looking for.
Kind of hiding the wood almost.
Right, but it accentuates the grain. Okay. And then sometimes they might have team colors or favorite colors, and then they decide to choose those colors, and they want further embellishments. So we've got some tack work on this drum here with some extra bling, we call it. You know,
Like a bit of bling.
This particular drum has the hair over look. And not only do you have a functional piece of kit to play, you have functional art as well.
Yeah.
So
The smell. I can smell something at the moment. What's that? What's that smell?
well, it could be a combination of the wood, or you could be smelling the natural goat skins that we have on site.
What? Okay. Oh, there's another room here. Oh, and that smell. I think it's the goat skins. It's the goat skins. Okay. A room full of goat skins. Tell me where they come from.
So these goat skins are either from Senegal, Mali, or Guinea, and they're goat skins that are used after the animal's expired. Yeah. So we import these skins. They have to go through veterinary inspections. They have to pass through DEFRA, and it's quite a process to get them into the UK, because we need to make sure that everything is clean and safe and ready to be used and consumed for the drums.
It's an amazing process, and just touching that's rock solid, that skin, isn't it?
Yeah, some people like a different type of skin. Some people like the hair. Some people like to see drums with spots on them. Yeah. Some people want skins that are plain. And so we have a variety for people to use.
Now, you've got an event tonight. You have a community event, don't you? Tell me about that.
We do. We've invented a group, I guess, called Smoke and Drums, and it's where we basically smoke food and play drums. Community eating after COVID has just become something that's so important. I mean, we were locked up for so long, and now it's just a celebration of being able to be out, drum, eat, and be together.
Shall we, before we say goodbye, shall we go back to the drums? And let's play out almost with you playing the drums. So we're going to go back to the training room and go through here. So this amazing room. There must be like 50 gorgeous drums all around the room. Back into the training room. And Marcus will drum us out. So Marcus, take it away.
So before we take it away, I just wanted to tell you about an event that we have in August 4th, 5th, and 6th. We have world-class drummers coming from all over the world to teach us how to play rhythms like this.
Isn't that great? Thank you, Matt Marvel, painting such wonderful pictures and such wonderful sounds as well. Coming out of Rendlesham, the team at Wooden Roots at Bentwaters. You can check them out on the socials at woodenroots_UK. Thank you. Right, 8 minutes to 12. 2 songs together.